Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. I'm trying to set up this new Washington studio. You know, we have a new uh, studio, live studio location. From and The studio is Talk Studio, so we get to have live drums here and there, and everywhere. So anyhow, without further delay, I'll work on that while the show's going on. Let me get in the co-host, Heartbeat of the South and Every Beat of My Heart, my son, Tim Harrington. Tim, can you hear me?
Hey, Ma, how's everybody doing?
Okay, so you can hear me good.
Yeah.
I can't hear anything coming from the studio tonight for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Oh,
But yeah, it's weird. This is our first time broadcasting out of the Washington studio
right.
from our new studio, Talk Studio. So I guess everything has set up for the first time.
Yeah.
So in hopefully we'll get that done. Welcome everyone that is watching. I'm trying to share to Messenger, and we're not going to hold you long. Let's see. Okay, Messenger. So okay, let's get our fans in here. All right, Tim. So what you been doing since the last time I saw you, which was Tuesday night, right?
Yeah, I haven't did a whole lot since then. We had a pretty full day, you and I,
Oh
getting
God,
things,
yesterday. Oh
getting
man,
things set up on your end, and
what? I tell you, it was
yeah,
something else.
yeah. So I didn't do too much anything after that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, excuse me. Let's get the greeting up from the studios. Um, I heard some whistling.
Is that on
Am I,
my end? Oh, your end?
I don't know what in my studio. Good thing I can hear you. So
Yeah.
I guess that's all that matters, right?
Right.
But anyhow, we're not gonna be too long tonight, and we're gonna get them out of here. I got about a couple of things that I want to talk about,
Okay.
and I know you probably got about one thing you want to talk about. But right now, we'll take just a quick break, and I'm gonna see if I can't get to hear something. Hopefully I can hear the partner break commercials, and I'm gonna test it out now and try to work on the system while we're doing one.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So everybody, look, thanks for coming in, joining us tonight. Stick and stay. Don't go away. We'll be back, and then we're not gonna hold you long. Studio is kind of slow, so let's see what we got. We'll be back.
I'd like to be what I am not. I should know better why not. Life is mine, it's a fact. I'd like to be what I am not. I should know better why not. Life is mine, it's a fact. Wake up in the morning and I picture myself flying in the sky. I'm a bird, it's not a lie. And now that I'm diving through the oceans of my dreams, I want them so bad to become reality. I'm a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer.
All right, so we're back. That was quick.
Yeah.
And all right, so Tim,
Yes.
let's just start us off because you usually shorter than me.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot tonight. I just wanted to kind of touch on the elephant in the room for as our borders.
Oh
And
yeah, okay.
yeah, because what's happening is it's empowering the the mobsters, the cartel, because the cartel is charging each person, I believe it was $5,000 to $6,000 just to get to the border. And if you multiply that by all the people of what we have seen and what we haven't seen, that is really increasing their power. And
Mm-hmm.
not only that, that's not counting the ones that they're sending over here to smuggle drugs in.
Yeah.
And another piece to that is a lot of the ladies that are trying to cross the border are being violated uh, and beat. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
what
Mm-hmm.
what what happens with that is that causes more money when they do get here, because you're talking about if they go to get medical attention, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's more money that's coming out of our pockets, et cetera, et cetera.
For
Now,
sure.
right,
Mm-hmm.
with DeSantis, the rule that he has in place is where they won't receive any benefits.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going there. Not only are they not going there, they're fleeing there to find refuge elsewhere, like states like California, you know, states of that size that they are will receive the benefits from once they cross the border.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking about that. I was like, man, there's so much that's coming across there. Drugs and criminal element is really scary. I mean, you put that side by side with fentanyl, and that's just I mean, that's already a recipe for a disaster. And we don't know where these people where they are. We don't know what they're doing or
Yeah.
or anything of that nature. And it
Mm-hmm.
really has put our freedoms at threat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So that's the Santa's position, is to not to give them any benefits.
now that's what I didn't go too deep into what I read, but that's what I gathered off the top. Uh,
Well, but I would have to agree with him on that, because it's
yeah.
too many of our people that's already here that cannot get benefits because they might make $1 or $2 over the set standard for the number of people in their family.
Right.
And that's just ridiculous. I mean, you cannot receive food stamp assistance simply because your monthly income asks to be up maybe $1 over
Right.
the and I believe, I don't know what it is now, but I would say it used to be something like $700 maybe for one person, or $600 a month for one person, something like that.
Yeah.
And then you only get a small amount of help for food stamps. And then we got so many adults here that cannot even get health care.
Right.
And when the women, um, immigrant women come in, they get full health care for having babies.
Right.
Now, they don't get it otherwise, but just for
Okay.
having babies. So
Okay.
I can kind of see where he's coming from on that, because that would save the United States a lot of money, and plus it'll stop them from coming here, in a
Yeah.
sense, after they find out they can't come here and get medical care to care for their babies, and just keep having babies, because as soon as they deliver one, they have
Right.
another.
Right.
They'll have a baby a year. Now ask me how I know. I know exactly what I'm talking about, because why? I
Because you
used to
work there.
work in the Department of Human Services. That's what I
That's correct.
was.
That's correct.
I was a food stamp counselor, and Medicaid.
Yeah.
So that's how I know from experience. Okay, I retired from that job. So I
Right.
kind of agree with the scientists on that, and that might be bringing me to what I was going to talk about.
Okay.
He made his announcement last night.
Right.
But I didn't see it. I just kind of got bits and pieces of it on the news.
Me too.
Yeah, from what was it? Different news stations
Mm-hmm.
in the morning time. So, and anyway, they were saying there were so many people that tuned in to Twitter to
Yeah.
listen the Twitter system. They
Yes.
had it
Yeah.
took 30 minutes for them. They had 30 minutes worth of technical difficulties
Right.
like we're having now. like we having here at the studio, but this is our first time broadcasting from our Washington drone, and it
Right.
seems like the drone is stuck. Look like it's
Yeah, we having a little technical difficulties here and there. You froze on me. Oh my. Stand by, folks. We're having a little technical difficulty tonight. It seems that mom has frozen. So yeah, why don't you guys chime in? What do you all feel? How do you all feel about the border situation? What's your comments and feelings on that?
where did we go? We got kicked out of the studio. Where do we go? Okay, I'm here. Let me get you back, Tim.
Okay. All
But
right.
based on what you're saying, maybe that's the reason why they wanted to tune in is to hear him talk about a particular aspect of politics. So now he couldn't. Now on the polls, they say he's standing at about 20 something percent, and Trump is still at 53%.
Right.
And so if there's a stance that he's taking and the stance that he would want to do, he would get a lot of support for that.
Yeah, but you know what? The the,
Yeah.
the, the feedback that's coming back right now, a lot of them are not standing behind his decision to do that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, which I found to be just a little odd. I was like, really? And it was like, yeah, they're not backing him on that stance
Okay.
that he took. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well,
So
we'll see what happens with that, but right now it's too early to tell.
yeah,
But we just kind of give y'all bits and pieces of the
right.
latest for the week, for each week, because
Hmm.
as we progress each week, it's going to get hotter on
Yeah,
topics.
yeah,
It's going to get deeper and more interesting.
yeah.
So
Absolutely.
now I want to turn my thoughts to the pilot strike, FedEx pilot strike.
Oh boy, I didn't
Uh,
know about that.
oh yeah, they're threatening a strike because they haven't had a raise in 2 years, and they said that some of the other airlines, like Southwest, and I did hear that title, and a couple of others are supporting those pilots.
Delta.
Well,
Yeah,
I have to say that I support the pilots too, because look, let me tell you something. And most of the men that I saw, I mean, they showed them with their signs, and a
yeah.
lot of them are veteran pilots.
They are.
They look like they appear to be early 50s, early
Yeah,
60s.
yeah.
They've been flying for a long time,
Right.
and and it's just a blessing that they have been able to go up and risk their lives and be responsible for so many souls
Yeah.
every day,
Right.
all day and night, every week, every month, every year.
Right.
That's a huge responsibility just on your conscience,
Oh yeah,
And so
absolutely.
I think that they deserve to get. I don't care that everybody's saying, "Well, they already make enough money." It's never enough money to be responsible for thousands and thousands and thousands of people's souls, and you
Right.
way up there in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, pay the people what they want. Give the guys, ladies and gentlemen, what they want. Not only
Mm-hmm,
what they want, but what they deserve.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because they're making boohoo's of money at the top. It's really no sweat off of their brow. But
Yeah,
they
no,
also have to remember this is a competition because you have other affiliates. I mean, not affiliates, but Amazon, etc. And U.S. Mail. So what are you going to do? Not pay them and shut and your business crumbles?
well, FedEx is one of the top flight revenues in the whole wide world. So to me, it's not like they can't afford it.
Right.
They've been building this bountiful income dynasty for over 30 years. So they got
Yeah,
plenty of money. They got plenty of
yeah,
money.
yeah,
FedEx got plenty of money.
yeah. And
Give
one of
those
their one of
pilots.
their main hubs is here.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, give it to him. And I'm gonna take a break. When I come
Okay.
back, I gotta remember what the third thing was I was gonna talk about.
Okay.
All right, y'all, we'll be right back. Stick and stay, don't go away. We're only gonna hold you guys for about 10 more minutes. That's all. And then we're out. All
All right.
right.
All right.
So tell everybody else they have to catch the replay because we're gonna be out of here.
There you go.
What am I gonna get? Ooh, cherries. Oh, okay. How about cherry ice cream? With sprinkles? And maybe a baguette. And a French boy. Bonjour. Ooh la la, baby. You know what I need? Bath bombs. Bombs away! Gotta have Takis. Oh, I need balls. Okay, I'm gonna need some glue. Oh, and a new charger. I can never find those things. And I gotta get flowers for mommy. And a little something for me. Can I get a rose?
So, are you going to Amy's wedding?
I don't have the money. Yeah, you do. Who are you? I'm you from the future. And I just got paid.
And I'm Dave. I can get you up to $500 of your future money now.
Up to $500 instantly?
Instantly.
That's amazing. Oh, who's he? Oh, this is Paolo. We met at the reception. Hi. Hola. Hello. Paolo. That's me.
Download Dave and get up to $500 instantly.
All right, I'm back, y'all. I'll bring back in Tim too. I love that commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, come on, really. Yeah. I know what the other thing was, the debt ceiling.
Oh yeah.
They have not been able to vote on a debt ceiling, and they're saying that if they don't do it, it's due by June the 1st. And that if it's not in place by June the 1st, that it will threaten the economy. It will threaten federal workers not getting paid. And then they try to say that it's going to threaten Social Security checks.
And VA. And VA.
and VA. Mm-hmm. Now, I got to get the horn out on this one. And I'll tell you why. Now, it might threaten the VA, because I don't know exactly how that worked. If they took out money from you guys so that you guys could retire, is it set up like the Social Security system where you have to pay so much into it? Because the Social Security system is based on people who have worked all their life. We had to pay in that money. We had to pay that money. That's our own personal bank account. Right. And the federal government is just a trustee holding that money for us, so they cannot take that money away from us.
Right.
They cannot pay the federal workers, okay, and not pay other things, but that Social Security is yours. You paid into it. I'm not talking about the disability, because the people that get disability that did not have enough credits to work to get SSA, and they just get SSI. SSI is totally paid from the government funding. Mm-hmm. But the SSA and the SSDI is paid, well, the SSA only is money that people put in when they take out of your check. You worked for that. You've already banked that. You've been banking it for however many, 30, 40, 50 years you work. That's your money.
Right.
And they agree to pay a certain percentage of it, like a match when you're like a match on your 401k, right?
Right.
So even if they ran out of money, they would still have to give you the part that you paid in. So I don't know how much that would be. And then here's the other thing. They always approve Social Security a month in advance. So if they don't meet it by June 1st, because you know we got a Memorial holiday this Monday coming in. Right
Right.
after that, we have the 1st and the 3rd.
Right.
And that's when the checks go out, right?
Yes.
So when the checks go out, they're going to go out because what? That money has already been allocated and it's already there
Right.
for the month of June.
Correct.
So that means that they would have until the reason why they would have until June the 1st to come to a debt ceiling agreement is because they're saying it wouldn't threaten anybody's money until July the 1st. See, because they pay a month in advance.
Right.
Just like we have to pay for prepaid cell phone service. You pay that a month in advance.
Right.
It's not like they giving you credit to use the service and then you pay. It's not like my weed service that come and see by my yard. They
Yeah.
treat my yard and then I pay the bill.
Right.
It's not like that.
Mm-hmm.
They they pay in it. They pay you in advance. The money is allocated in advance. So everybody's gonna get their check. I just want to relieve y'all. Everybody's gonna get their check on June the 1st and June the 3rd.
Don't panic. The sky's not falling.
Yeah. I just want to tell that.
Yeah.
Tim, you got anything else? We got about we got about 3-4 minutes left before we have to get out of here.
I just, I mean, with this guy at the wheel, I mean, every day is something that's so embarrassing about this guy.
Who,
He
the
fell asleep.
scientists?
Yeah, no. Biden. He
Oh,
fell
Biden.
asleep. He fell asleep when when he was speaking. I can't remember who he was speaking to, but he fell asleep in the chair while he was speaking to this.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, so it just has us looking all type of crazy. I mean,
Well, I know he's not at the White House to try to deal with the budget because they say that he's at wherever they go to their vacation for Memorial Day weekend, and he won't be back till Tuesday or Wednesday.
Gone to Camp George, I believe.
Yeah, somewhere around there. So he's not there while they're trying to negotiate. So, like for instance, if they negotiated something, I guess they got to use FedEx and send the paperwork over to him for him to sign it because he won't be at the White House to sign it. That's funny. That's funny. It's kind of funny, right? So, but yeah, bless his heart.
Yeah.
I really don't understand why he's even trying to run for another term, but that's what he decided. And I just feel kind of bad for the guy because, I mean, his health. Everybody can just see that he's not well. Everybody but his wife, because she's the one pushing him. I don't think he really want to do it. That's Gia pushing him.
Yeah, and the thing about that, we all got tricked. This guy, he ran from the basement in his home during the pandemic.
Oh, you talking about Fetterman? Oh yeah, but Biden did too. Yeah, you're right. Both of them did.
Yeah, he ran
Fetterman and Biden.
Yeah, he ran from the basement. We had no idea this guy health was to the extreme that it is now.
Yeah, well, you know the name I gave him, Tippy Toe Joe.
Yeah,
and I know that feeling because every step he make, it look like he's scared he gonna fall. Bless his heart.
Step. Yeah.
Oh, what I wanted to say about the Sanders right quick is I did hear some pieces of audio because they never could show the picture, I don't think, of him speaking. They only had audio. And everything that he said that he everything that he said that he has done or that he will do, he said he used the word think. He said, I think that I would do a good job, so. And so I think that I have done this based on what we did in Florida. I think that's not the word to use when you're running for a candidate versus him and Trump. Trump says, I did, and Trump says, I will. Right. And see, that's going to be the difference because word in politics, the words you use in politics make all the difference in the world. Oh, yeah. So to me, if he wants to be in a debate with Donald Trump, he got to change his format of his words that he used.
Well, yeah.
He got to get that I think out of there.
Yeah, because that represents to me you're not sure.
You're not sure? Go in on that note, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. We got to get out of here.
All right, y'all.
And yeah, so we appreciate y'all tuning in. Like
Yes.
I told you, we don't try to hold you long, but we want you to get in here and get in early so y'all can see what's going on. But
Absolutely.
Tim, your closing remarks.
Short, sweet, and to the point. Can't
That's
wait to
what I
do
like.
it. Can't wait to do it again. I wish everybody love, peace, and happiness, and let's be safe out there, y'all.
Hey, me too. Y'all know what I say. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy. Good night, everybody.
Good night.